Welcome back. This morning, we are honoring somebody who is doing extraordinary things in the community. Today's person of merit is helping women detect breast cancer in its early stages, which, as you know, could spell the difference between life and death.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, many women miss their mammograms because they are uninsured or don't have access to health care. Well, here on Morning on Merit Street, we don't just report the problem. We actually find people who are creating solutions.
Our correspondent Hannah Davis introduces us to a woman who's doing just that.
Do you want to ask me about my brave red boots?
There's something about Sherry Mathis and her red cowboy boots that just make you smile.
So these are what I call my brave red boots, and it kind of reminds me of the Dumbo story with the feather.
What's better than a Texas gal on a mission to stomp out a disease that takes 40,000 lives across our country every single year?
I am Sherry Mathis, two-time breast cancer survivor and founder of the Mammogram Poster Girls.
Mammogram Poster Girls, a one-of-a-kind nonprofit offering a real solution to a real problem. They found a way to make mammograms and follow-up care accessible and affordable to any woman.
If you don't screen, you don't know. I mean, how many people do we all know? I mean, I have friends who have died because they waited.
So how does Sherry do it? She puts mammograms on wheels. Sherry and her team spend their days raising money and partnering with hospitals, bringing free breast exams via mobile mammography units to medically underserved neighborhoods in Dallas and rural towns across Texas, where women have far less access and means to preventative medical care.
Okay, so we're actually getting a tour of one of the mobile mammography units that Sherry and Mammogram Poster Girls commissions to go into low-income neighborhoods to make sure that women are getting their mammograms regardless of their insurance coverage. So they're literally bringing the care to them.
Since 2018, Mammogram Poster Girls has paid for nearly 2,000 mammograms and follow-up visits, a life-changing and life-saving gift. Just ask Monica Owens.
Thank you, God, for putting these people in place to be able to help me.
Monica is a wife, mother, and grandmother, and full-time worker who was insured, but her insurance plan did not cover the $2,000 biopsy she needed after one of her mammograms came back abnormal. But then, Mammogram Poster Girls stepped in and covered the cost.
To know that we caught it early was life-changing.
Wow, she is so deserving of this honor and this merit award, which we love giving out to so many people. I have a question, though. You know, it's great to see this in Texas because it's going to reach so many people. Are there similar programs in other states across the state?
This was really interesting, and let me say I agree with you. I was so excited to share this story and Sherry's story this morning because it's inspiring. We're finding those solutions. So I looked across the country. Really, there's only a handful. She wants to ignite a fire. She wants to see more of these.
Yes.
And we want to be a part of that, sharing the story. And so if somebody's going to see this and maybe start it in their community.
Yeah, Sherry ought to connect with Dorothy Gibbons in Houston with the Rose. They, too, do the same thing with mobile mammography.
We're going to get them together.
We need to definitely get them together because it's a very similar program. And talk about saving lives, people who don't have access to be able to get to these places. And I'm so curious, how did Sherry get involved in all of this?
So it's a very personal story. That's why she's so connected. She was diagnosed, and 3 of her sisters were diagnosed without a history in the family. And for them, they said it was the early detection was a game changer.
Yes.
She met so many women during her treatment that had more severe cases because they waited or couldn't afford it, and that did not sit with her. And she said, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to make a difference.
And it's so interesting because that just inspires other people. If you have a thought and you have something that kind of doesn't sit well, you can make a difference.
You can.
You can affect so many people. You have no idea. Just step out on faith and do it. You know, the bond, too, between Sherry and Monica, it's so clear. It's beautiful, actually. When did they meet?
Okay, this is amazing. So they were actually at a survivors event, and Sherry was telling her story. Monica said in her mind she always wanted to meet Sherry. In fact, she saved a photo of her on her phone. She carried that with her. I think we have that photo somewhere. So she has this on her phone. This woman looks a little similar. There it is. And all of a sudden, Sherry's telling her story at this event. Monica hears Mammogram Poster Girls start sobbing, and then the whole event turns into them reuniting, and this connection is so powerful.
That's
Yeah.
a divine intervention.
I
I
think
mean,
so.
that's when things like that happen. It's beautiful.
It is incredible. It was meant to be. They
really
were, They
was.
were meant to be together and to help each other and inspire others. Hannah,
Yes.
love it.
Yes.
Adore you. Thank you.
You have inspired all of us.
Yes.
this morning
Back
with
at
this
ya.
beautiful story.
All right. Our Hannah Davis, thank you for bringing that to us all this morning.